Years ago, there was a song by John Lennon, and Imagine. Yeah, Imagine. Everybody loves the song, thinks it's a great song, Not a good song. Very bad song. Very bad idea. I don't think he meant bad. And there's one line there, it says, imagine there's no heaven. Above us only sky. So what's so wrong about it? What's so wrong about not having a heaven? If you ask most people today, if you go, you guys go to school, you come, not religious people, Jews and non-Jews alike. You ask them if they want to go to heaven, if they believe in heaven, they will tell you, no. Many people in Israel, they call themselves secular, chilonim. In America, because of the need of everybody to identify themselves with something, so they have a different name for it. Some people are called atheists. Some people are called themselves agnostics. They don't even know what agnosticism is. Yeah, you want to look at the definition of what's an atheist? People don't really know what those things are. But they're saying, so if you ask them, why don't you believe in that? Why don't you believe, for example, in heaven? You found it? Yeah, read it.
A person who does not believe in the existence of a God or any gods. Okay.
You don't believe in the existence of God, but you do acknowledge that there is a God. You just choose not to believe in it. That's an oxymoron as far as I'm concerned. So if you ask him, why don't you want to go to heaven? Why don't you believe in heaven? So they will tell you, show me a person that went there and came back. Show me a video. Show me a proof. First of all, why is there to need to be a proof for everything that you have? Well, because religion is bad. I don't believe in it because religion is bad. There's all those atrocities that are done in the name of the religion and blah, 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 blah. Which is true. There's a lot of wrongdoing done in the name of religion, whether the Crusades, whether it's blowing up the Twin Towers and whatever happened in September 11, or throwing people off rooftops in Iraq because they're homosexuals and they tie them with the head. That's wrong. That's wrong. But the lack of belief in a heaven is destructive to our society. Well, first of all, because when I don't believe that there is a place that is heaven, and it's not guaranteed to me to go, I need to work for it. Right? So therefore, there's nothing for me to strive for and to become better, or try to become better, towards a better goal. There's nothing for me to look forward to. And when I don't, and I'm not here, I'm not going to try to convince you that there is a heaven or there isn't a heaven, or that's a theological thing. And I don't want to sound like a Christian and tell you it's all about faith, because it's not faith, it's a fact. But this is not what the scope of what I'm trying to tell you here. So, and when you don't have anything to go forward to, there's nothing to propel you in life. All of a sudden, life seems to be a very big, confusing place that you are stuck in. And we don't teach people how to deal with life. I'm going to tell you, according to Jewish theology, heaven is not necessarily have to be somewhere in the heavens. Heaven is here. When God created Adam and Eve, He created them in where? And the Torah gives us exactly, boundaries of where it is. In the area between the Euphrates, the Tigris, the Nile. That area that's where heaven was. Heaven could be here. So when we don't have anything to strive for, all of a sudden life is a drag. And life is a drag, and I have a problem. If you want to know, I think, why there is such a great usage nowadays of drugs, is because I think nobody believes in heaven anymore. Again, you could be Christian, Muslim, leave the 72 virgins to the side, Jew, but if there's nothing for me to go through, so this is all it, and if I look around me, it's like, oh my goodness, this is like, it just doesn't make sense. So then I get depressed. I'm not being taught, nobody's teaching you, by the way, how to manage your life better, how to manage your body better. The Rambam, the Shulchan Aruch, in the Shulchan Aruch, you're going to find halachot, Jewish law, of how to conduct your body better, what you should eat, how you should take a shower, right? How you should do all this thing. Not because it's a mind-controlling, book or manual. It's how to do things appropriately. This is the owner manual. This is how I'm supposed to do. Unfortunately, in Judaism, we kind of veer off the whole health thing, and we just leave it now to to all kind of cooks. Like you have COVID, okay, so make yourself some ginger tea with cinnamon and cloves, and that will be. I mean, come on, give me a break. You want to know about nutrition? There's not a problem going to school or learning about nutrition. That's your thing. You could be a perfectly well-educated, smart, good-looking rabbi, or ugly-looking rabbi, and you could be an expert in nutrition. Go to school, go learn it. There's not a problem going to school. Absolutely. Now, the problem is that we don't manage our body right because there's no purpose in life. It's not work. You have to understand. The whole even expansion to space, Elon Musk oil, whatever, he wants to conquer. Give me a break. The most sophisticated, you take the supercomputers that are in the NSA and Google and all these things, they don't even come close. And you have here an oncologist, our dear friend. I'm sorry, hematologist oncologist. Dr. B.A., DBA, doing business as. The most sophisticated machine is your body. Your body. We try to conquer space. We don't even understand what's going on in our body. You want to control the whole entire world. You can't control your own self. So my body, my whole being is not feeling good and harmonized. I need to take drugs. And when I start taking drugs, it's not good enough. So I have to use more drugs and better drugs. I mean, with the strains of pot that there is today, which is ridiculous. Anywhere you walk in the streets of New York, you're smoking pot. I mean, I might think I'm in end of the year celebration somewhere in Jamaica, in like downtown Rastaman. It's like everybody's smoking pot. The strains of pot are so strong today, I think they could get a T-Rex and give him the munchies. They're so strong. It's crazy. Because I can't lift myself up. So I need alcohol, I need drugs, I need sex, and I need sex not because of its meaningful or its meaning to me, because it produces certain type of chemicals in my head. And I need those chemicals to keep on going, because if I pull the meaning out of my life, there's nowhere for me to go, and I'm going to veg out in deep depression, won't be able to go out. So I need those serotonins and dopamines and all those things. But for crying out loud, you don't need it. You just try to, for example, become the best that you could become in what you do. If you do a job and you do it great, you have a sense of satisfaction, of accomplishment. So your brains would produce those chemicals. You achieve something, you finish a daf of Gemara. That's why learning Torah is important. You finish a daf, I turn it. I finish a Mishnah, turn it. I finish a Masechta, I tracked it. I'm done, I accomplished something. The sense of endless process with no purpose is terrible for all of us. And especially now that you took the carpet off what is so-called heaven, there's no way for me to strive. I mean, in other words, this is it. And you know what they say? You know what this is? This is it. That's it. Nothing else. So that's why a call came about. This is what it's all about. So telling people there's no heaven is taking hope and a chance of society. In that song, John Lennon talked about a utopian world, but basically the idea behind it is devastating. It's terrible. Because you took any kind of hope for a person to strive for another day, to become better, to go into a better place and so on. And again, and I'm telling you, not necessarily that heaven is in the heavens. Even if you claim that heaven is here, to make this world into a better place, to take care of our bodies, to have meaning in our lives. The same thing as the concept of Gehenom is not necessarily hell, because there is a great infiltration of foreign concept, mainly from Christianity and also from Sufi Islam into Judaism. And it's a natural thing. It's a give and take. It's always happens that infiltrated us. I don't believe that the concept of Gehenom, the way we have it today, is necessarily authentically Jewish. I don't think so, and I dare to say it, and I don't care. If you look at the word Gehenom, it sounds like Gay Ben Hinnom, the guy of Ben Hinnom. And the guy of Ben Hinnom is a valley on the outskirts of Yerushalayim, on eastern Yerushalayim, right between Temple Mount and Mount Olives over there, Guy Ben Hinnom, and over there they used to sacrifice the kids, and they used to burn the kids by the fire, by the Molach. And God said, I hate this place. I think the concept of hell could also be here on earth. Having life without purpose is hell. Having life without God in your life is hell. So to the agnostics and to the other, whatever the people make up to be, because they need to be something, I tell you, living the concept of heaven and hell here, you don't need a proof. Look around you. That's heaven or hell. Depends how you go about it. Unfortunately, that's the need of the trend of many governments. Instead of providing people with hope, they're providing people with dope. And that's a huge problem. And it's all, once you start feeding from the hands of governments and bodies like this, you won't be able to separate from the tentacles, and you'll be doomed for life. And hope is a big thing in human resilience. People that have hope will strive for it, will fight for it, will do whatever they can for it, and eventually along the line become better people. Now that we took hope from people, we are what we are. So Rabotai, set yourself small goals in life. Goals that you could achieve daily, not just big goals, daily goals that you could do. Could be anything, learning something new. You're never too old to learn something new. If you decided that you're too old to learn something new, call the Social Security, tell them you want to go on retirement because you're done. Set yourself small goals. It could be cleaning up your place. That's a goal. Today I'm going to clean my place. That's a goal. Make sure you execute this goal. Start reading new things, learn a new language, learn, for crying out loud, learn some martial arts, learn to defend yourself. That's also a goal. Yes, and for that matter, I would be an advocate of getting belts, because the belts also, oh, I got something, I gotta go. Okay, I got from this belt to that belt, and so on and so forth. Learn something so you feel good about yourself. I can defend myself. That's good. Learn a new skill, learn a new craft, learn a new language. Learn something. Achieve. But it has to be daily. Let other people live their hope. Become a vehicle of hope provider, not a dope provider. And before you know, this world would turn into a heaven. When we are saying that when Mashiach comes, this world will be perfect, in a way we are saying this world would be heaven. Heaven on earth. Heaven on earth can only come when we have hope. Because without the concept of heaven on earth or up there, it's all gone. So have a very hopeful heavenly day.